So about a month ago, I received an email which looked something like this. And I read the title and I thought, wow, that looks amazing. You know, too good to be true. And I did the same thing that any normal person would do with such an email. Delete. Goodbye. But then I started to think about it again and I thought I might as well follow up on it. If you don't know who Evan Carmichael is, he's that guy right there. He's a pretty big YouTuber. He's been releasing videos for quite a while, and he's recently written a book, Your One Word. Yeah, you should check out some of his stuff. It's pretty good. When I saw this email, I thought, this can't be true. This can't be him. It genuinely seems like someone from his team. I mean, they send a lot of smiley faces in each email, so I was a bit hesitant at first. It just seemed too good to be true, but I thought I'd follow up on it. She sent to the book, and I was amazed that they did this, you know? Anyway, to cut a long story slightly longer, so she sent through the book, I read it, reviewed it, and I also had a 30-minute interview with them on Skype, which is pretty cool. And I thought, instead of showing the whole 30-minute thing, just now I'm going to show you guys a wee quick 5 minutes just to whet your appetite. So yeah, enjoy. Hey Evan, thanks so much for taking the time to do this. I really appreciate it. So thanks for setting this up.
It's a pleasure to be here, Chris. Let's do it.
Cool. Yeah, I loved how it was really practical. I almost wasn't expecting that, because you got your kind of YouTube channel as well. There's a lot of people that read these things or watch your videos, but then they don't take action. So just your thoughts on that, because I know myself, it's very easy to read these sorts of books and almost, you know, procrastinate by watching, you know, all of your YouTube videos and these sorts of things, and it almost has the opposite effect. You know, what advice would you give to people for them to actually act and do the next step?
So the book is mostly about awareness and some practical things to do to help your business grow. It doesn't mean that you're going to do it. You know, just because you found your one word, it gives you a roadmap, it gives you a compass, it gives you the thing to look at, but it doesn't mean you're actually going to take that path.
Yeah.
And I think for a lot of people, especially entrepreneurs, we start and we stop and we start and we stop and we have a great day and then we wake up the next day and where's the energy and motivation? It's just part of the roller coaster ride.
Yeah, totally.
That's the main reason behind my YouTube channel, is to give daily motivation and ideas to help you go. It's for me, right? To have these famous people who've accomplished a lot by me hanging out with them, I get more motivated every day. Like, okay, let's go. Today's got to be a good day. Let's do it. The summary to help people who are kind of going through that is, whenever you find your one word, whatever it is, you want to then think about the moments in your life where you have felt the most alive, most energetic, most bold, most like courageous, most I can do this, most self-confident. What was happening? You know, were you watching a YouTube video? Did you have a conversation with somebody? Were you listening to Chris Anderson? Like, what was it that made you feel amazing? And then put that into your morning routine. So you start your day with that every day. Because for me, it's a daily reset. I need it every day. It's not like I hear a great interview and then I'm set for the month. Like, I need a daily reset.
Just talking about your YouTube channel as well. How can you create so much content?
Yeah, so we're about 3 videos a day. And again, at the start, it was just, I did everything. And I wasn't doing a video a day, even 1 video a day. I was doing a video a week max.
Yeah.
Mostly because it just took me a long time to edit. And I didn't make it enough of a big priority. I was still just testing. I think when you're starting anything, you test. You don't go on YouTube or any other business idea and just be like, I'm all in, I'm going to spend all my time on this. It's like, you test and then you see, you know, you're dating and, you know, you see if you want to get married or not. So that was what it was like at the start. As soon as I started making a little bit of money, I hate spending money until I'm making money. It's just one of my principles. So as soon as I started making some money, then I poured that back into the channel. And the first person I hired was a part-time editor. Building a team helps, but it's not like you just like, it's unfair to compare a new YouTuber's journey to where I'm at now, because you're not going to go out and raise X, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars or whatever it is to you know, compete on that level. It's just, if you can use that as inspiration to say like, hey, I can get to that, that's great. A lot of people use that as a kick down instead of a kick forward and say, well, I can't compete because they're too, right? Just, you can look at my journey at the start You know, I sucked at the very beginning. You're already better on camera than I was
Thank you.
beginning, right?
Yeah.
I'm 5,000 videos in,
Yeah,
you know, so
yeah,
you better get good at something, anything after doing it 5,000 times,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Hopefully you get some kind of decent skills at it.
yeah.
So I know, especially when people are starting out, they don't have a lot of time. They don't have,
Mm,
you know, you're doing other things. You have a job, you have school, really
yeah.
everything else.
Mm,
I would say stop focusing on everything else related to your channel except for content.
yeah.
Don't worry about promoting on Twitter. Don't worry about trying to do collaborations. Don't worry about getting shoutouts from anybody else. What YouTube values, at least right now, it may change in 6 months, but what they value right now is consistent content. And if you go daily from
Mm,
whatever you're at now, you do that for 30 days, 60 days, you'll see a huge growth in your channel compared
yeah.
to any other strategy you've used before.
Mm,
Like right now, you know, Chris Anderson could go crush the people ahead of you in your space
yeah.
just by making more content, because those guys don't want to do the work or
Yeah.
they're focused on other things.